Look at the lab, y'all. Well, there's no computers, though. I guess they trying to fix it up. This is how it's supposed to look. Can we say finally? Like, finally, Lincoln. Here is the seating area. I'm gonna go to the ICC, to the presidential campaign for new school president. I just got on a white lace-up shirt, some cutout jeans, and like some little booties, and then my headband I made as a fake joker. But I'm about to work on boy's side because it's a short way. What, my hat just flew off. It's all jacking up my style. But I'm trying to walk through this grass, because I'm so lazy. But if y'all can see, I don't think you can see. I'll record again. But it's like basketball court on the bellows behind me. I'm walking near the football field right now. I'm kind of crazy. This is what my life is like. Attending Lincoln University. Not much of yeah, see, look, my hat keeps falling off. Just see that? I know it wasn't just me tripping. Let me see if I can turn it to them. Can't really see. I keep forgetting about my tripod. These forms and stuff. Yes. I'm almost there. It's like a really long walk. Yesterday I celebrated my 22nd birthday on April 11th. And now I'm just getting ready to go to this ICC thing. I'm so shy, like, I be so nervous holding this camera up to myself because I don't want people to be like, oh, she's so conceited, like, look at her. That's what people used to say when I was in high school. I used to go around, and I was like, face up high and stuff. Because I feel like if you're looking at me, you're supposed to see first. I'm almost there. I remember this long walk from the Mrs. Lincoln and Mr. Lincoln pageant. I had ordered some hair, so over break I have like a hair review coming up soon. So I'm trying to get these vlogs out just to show you guys what it's like for me as a Lincoln student, because it might be different for other students, but this is my lane as a mass comm major. So I'm almost there. It's kind of hot. I could have left the jean jacket in the room, but I was just being safe. Okay. I made it. I'm about to walk in. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay.
Minister as a grandfather on the maternal side, so really good and interested in call and response. To Ms. Dean and to members of the board who are here who may be listening through the live stream, to faculty, staff, alumni, and students, I am really pleased and stand before you today, and honored to be under consideration as the next president of Lincoln University. Lincoln is truly one of the great institutions of higher education in the United States, and it would be quite honestly a privilege to lead it and build on that incredible legacy it has developed over the years. Which is really a nice segue into my presentation today. Building on the legacy, knowledge is empowerment. But before I start, you did hear that introduction from Ms. Dean, but I thought I would share with you 5 facts that you may not know or wouldn't know or glean from any of my materials that have been shared about me with you today. And here they are. Now, some of you have spoken with earlier today, so some of these have come out, so it may not be a complete surprise to some of you, but here's fact number 1. As Terry mentioned, she mentioned that I was born in Miami. I was actually born outside of a town called Opa-locka in Miami-Dade County, Florida, a small city. Currently, if you are familiar with South Florida, it's called Miami Gulch, is now incorporated. I'm a first-generation college graduate. Neither of my parents went to college, but education was very, very, very important to them, and they were highly conscious of the value of education. I have 3 older siblings, a sister and 2 brothers. My brothers attended FAMU, Florida University in Tallahassee, Florida. And my wife and I, who happens to be here today, she's in the back, we have 5 children, 2 of whom attended HBCUs. My oldest daughter attended Spelman University. Very proud of her. She went there and majored in drama and theater, graduated magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. My son is currently down at North Carolina Central, and we're hoping to get him out of school this year. Growing up in South Florida during the time that I grew up, I attended legally segregated schools until about the 8th grade, and was bused out of my neighborhood to attend high school. This was when in South Florida they finally got around with all the liquor speed to enforce the desegregation orders and the board decision in the case of Boards of Department of Education in 1954, and this wasn't until about 1970, so about 16 years before they actually enforced that order in South Florida. And as you all know, one of Lincoln's great alum members, David Marshall, argued that case, and so I owe a special debt of gratitude to him for being able to stand here before you today. The last fact, and because of my stature, you might not think this, but I did play football in high school, and but for that experience, I probably would not have come to Philadelphia. And I just want to expand on that a little bit. And it wasn't because I was a good football player that I was asked that I came to Philadelphia. It was because I was a good student. I had a coach who connected with me. And one day he came up to me and said, "Clay, you're a good student. There's a coach named Harry Gamble who was going to be down here in South Florida talking to alumni. I think you should go over and see him and talk to him. I know you had no aspirations to play football in college, but frankly, I was on my way to Notre Dame on an academic scholarship. But I love football, and the opportunity to maybe go to an Ivy League school was something I couldn't turn down. So I went to see Harry Gamble. And because of that connection, that small suggestion, but not because I was a football student, but because I was a good student, I stand before you here today. These facts are really important to me, and even though they're really unknown facts, because they represent my life experience, and they go a long way in forming my beliefs and values, just as I'm sure your life experience helped shape your beliefs. Well, the aggregation of these 5 facts and or experiences, and hundreds of others, I am sure, have been the cornerstone of one of my fundamental core beliefs, which is knowledge is empowering. I had an opportunity to witness it firsthand And but for the education that I received and the knowledge I gained, I really wouldn't be standing before you today. The writing on it, this is what it says. It says, education is our passport to the future. For tomorrow belongs to the people who prepared for it today. I hope that we can together light a fire in everyone to become lifelong learners or seekers of knowledge, because it is truly, truly transformational and very, very powerful. Made in the present text, because my vision is that each will be realized, and it represents the condition upon attainment of each of these statements. Lincoln University builds on its well-established legacy as a premier institution of higher education that promotes and exhibits academic excellence. Lincoln University empowers those who seek knowledge, primarily our students, and those who create and disseminate knowledge, primarily our faculty. Lincoln University engages in the interdependent pursuits of discovery, teaching, and learning in an environment that is nurturing, supportive, and sustainable. So let's take a look at each one of these. Lincoln's alumni are the most accomplished and significant contributors to society, not only in the United States, but throughout the world. The best. We must engage alumni regularly and systematically. We need to develop opportunities to allow alumni to remember how Lincoln made them feel. Maya Angelou has a famous quote that says, "I've learned that people will forget what you said. People forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." We must seek out alumni not only for financial resources, but also for the development of current student body through mentoring and networking opportunities. So, for example, we might connect willing alumni with entering freshmen who may have mutual interests as part of the first year experience. Who was talking about the fact that we made budget each of the last, I guess, 4 or 5 years, you corrected me actually. Resources is a challenge. As a state-related institution, a significant portion of our resources come from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. I've been in many fights before with funding about education in general with the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, specifically in my term in the school district. Comparatively speaking, and this is Clay Armbruster speaking, I'm not sure that we get the same levels of support that other states provide to their institutions of higher education, which results in you know, the burden of tuition and things like that being somewhat higher, comparatively speaking, for when you're in the same relative position, i.e. in-state to in-state, out-of-state to out-of-state. How do you solve that problem? Well, we talked about, and I'm sure with whom I met with so many people today, we talked about targeted, you know, requests. I truly believe that if you can make the case, you can get the resources. So, the way I like to look at it is, you know, I know Dr. Green, when I read his testimony from his last budget, and he went in and he asked for, you know, the $26 million. I guess he and I were talking about this. And I mean, you know, you know that that's 100% of whatever they've given you before. You're not going to get that, but you get something. And quite frankly, I guess we're all happy that it didn't cut us, right? Okay, so if you take that and say, okay, I know you're going to hold me at a base, but let me just tell you about this signature program that we've just developed in the physics department that is going to unleash scholarship in ways that we've never seen before in the Commonwealth. It's going to be a benefit to the Commonwealth. And to be able to go in and advocate and lobby and make that case, and you may not get it the first time, but you got to go back. And that's where it's important to have relationships and to be able to walk into legislators' offices who are going to advocate for you because, you know, these decisions aren't made in vacuums. So the way I view resources, particularly resources that come from our governmental partners, is to be able to go in and advocate. Similarly speaking, there are people out there who like to in the philanthropic area, who like to do social, they call it now social investing. People invest because they want a result, right? And so it would be incumbent upon us to make sure that if we design signature programs or whatever it is that we're trying to get funded, that we can demonstrate the results that a particular funder might want to get. So those are ways in which we're going to have to be really, really targeted, I think, and focused about how we advocate to get those additional resources. All right, thank you.
As you come, just be mindful, we have about 5 minutes
Oh, I'm
left.
sorry, I'm talking too long. I won't.
Hello, I am Deborah Roosevelt. I'm a graduating senior. One question I have is, although I'm not a music major, the Ware Center, which is the Visual and Performing Arts Center, has become my home away from home. So I really want to know exactly what's the importance of visual arts and performing arts to you, and how do you plan on supporting that?
Okay, good question. Remember that son I told you about? He is at North Carolina Central pursuing a degree in music production. Now, he thinks he's going to be the next Puffy. Everybody thinks he's going to be the next Puffy. I don't know. He's made some beats up and things like that. But one of the things, and I have to give credit to my dear wife, who discovered that he is an incredible singer. And so very, very early on, we got him involved in something called the Keystone State Boy Choir. It's a kind of rival to the Philadelphia Boys Choir. My son, as a result of that experience, has sung on every continent in the world except Asia. He actually went to Antarctica. So music and performing arts are very important. In my family, as a young man, my parents, again, they didn't go to college, required every child had to learn an instrument, right? I really love football, but you had to learn an instrument. So one summer, my 9th grade summer, before 9th grade, I went and joined the summer band. I learned to play the trumpet. Now, about all I could maybe do now, I might be able to play the scales, but that's about it. But performing arts and visual arts are something near and dear to my heart, and you can see by the fact that we paid for my son to try to get out of North Carolina Central. We pray he's going to get out this year, right, dear? I hope so. We'll see. Okay. Yes.
Hi, my name is Madison Washington. I'm a junior at Volcano Africana Studies major. And I'm one of those people outside of the 150-mile radius for children of these schools. So resources are really big for me. And I just want to know, in your opinion, I'm part of the honors program here. And I'm wondering, in your opinion, what resources would an excellent honors program provide to its students?
Well, I would proffer that a great honors program would allow students who are qualified to be in that program to pursue their interests to whatever extent that they would like to. If it being, and if those interests included taking you away from the campus for some period of time, that we would be able to support those things. So that means overseas travel, things like that. I would like to think that an honors program would make sure that the students don't have to worry about finances being one of those obstacles that I mentioned to being able to continue to progress. I think it would ensure that the faculty that teaches the honor students is of the highest quality, and that if there are resources available to bring in part-time or guest specialists whose interests can be conveyed to those honor students would be possible. But you are obviously very, very bright, because you recognize that means resources. And again, as I noted earlier, there's a competing interest in terms of resources between anything that you do. As Chuck reminded me today, one more dollar spent over here means one less dollar spent over here. So, we will make those decisions. You get the appropriate people in the room, and you sit down and you set about what your priorities are. And having a high-quality honors program is certainly a priority. But we also have to make sure that we can educate the other students that are here as well.
Good evening. I'm Thurgood Matthews, and I'm a senior here, finance major. Even as I was walking up to the ICC, I couldn't help but notice that a lot of buildings on Lincoln's campus are just go unused. No one's using them. Lincoln sits on over 400 acres of land that just isn't being used. And those types of, you talk about resources, those are resources that we're just sitting on and aren't being turned into potential revenue. So my question is,
Correct.
Okay, what are your plans to increase revenues for Lincoln University in the short term and the long term? And my second question is, I know some of the older faculty members might roll their eyes at me. Is making Lincoln University not a dry campus on the table for you? Because that is, to me, that's a huge revenue stream. I look at the PWI schools, their spring flings, their homecomings, they capitalize off of that market. It's not just for the students. I know a lot of alumni like to come back, they like to party, they like to, get a little mixy a little bit as well.
Well, I'm gonna answer your second question. I wasn't aware of the fact that it's a dry campus. So I don't know. I haven't had an opportunity to consider that issue. To go back to your other question about what are the short-term and long-term plans for revenue growth, I had a very good meeting with Dr. Green this morning, who shared with me, some of the recent plans and some of the future plans about that. You're right. We are in some respects resource rich, but
Yeah, I just left the presidential campaign. I just put my my camera in the tripod in the car to record without holding it. I'm so ghetto, but I think that it was pretty cool. I wish I would have went to the other ones that first was happening, so I could see the difference between his and then today. Sorry, it's very hot. But I'm gonna definitely go to the one tomorrow to see what's going on, and then I guess to help the lady record, because there's been a live stream, and it was many points when he would walk out the screen, walk out the focus point, and then it would lose its focus and then blur up and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna try to go tomorrow, help out, and then me helping out is good, because then that means like I'm getting my name out, so then they could be like, if I do want to record, like saying events, big events, I could be like, hey, remember me, I helped out last time, do you want me to do it again and stuff. And then I'm also going to record the pageant later on tonight. So what I'm about to do is, the pageant doesn't start till, doors don't open till 6, so it's 4:51 right now, and I need a battery for my microphone because the battery is dying, and I took my batteries home, me taking my stuff home early. So I'm about to head to up UD way, and then go to the dollar store and then get some food from probably Qdoba or something. So I'll see you guys soon. I have a question about Lincoln University LLC land. So I've been here for 4 years basically, and my sophomore year I lived in LLC, the building I'm in now, and I live in now currently. And